This isn't my first time doing stand-up, but opportunities are kind of rare, so I'd first like to thank Mrs. Denman and everyone that helped make this possible. That's the part where I expect you guys to clap for. I went to the Taste of Colorado last weekend. Anyone else here familiar with the Taste? Been to the Taste of Colorado? You guys are all kind of suckers, I hate to break it to you. What happens at the Taste of Colorado is when you walk in, you exchange your money for tickets that you then use to buy food, which kind of confuses me. If you're going to use money to buy tickets to exchange for food, why not just use money to buy food? And I find that people at the Taste of Colorado will gladly spend $20 on grocery store samples if they're in obscure restaurant carts in scorching hot weather. And I can't help but wonder why they want these tickets. Like, are they just going to exchange them for equivalent money? If that's the case, why can't we just give them money? Is the ticket something entirely different? Are they collecting them? Is it some bizarre commodity that, like, the higher-ups are keeping from them, that they want them to think the tickets are good? Are they, like, abusing them in some way, shape, or form? I'm a little concerned about that. Here's what happens every time I go to the Taste of Colorado. I get a snow cone. My dad and I decide it kind of sucks, and we go to Merlot's and eat lunch. And let me tell you, when we eat at Merlot's, I get served a gigantic pot of jambalaya by a really cute waitress, and no convoluted ticket commodity system required for that. And I'll hand it to Taste of Colorado. It was an all-right snow cone. I mean, snow cones are kind of a guilty pleasure. It's kind of an excuse to eat straight sugar, which is all right. But I just want you guys, there was kind of an obstacle in the way of getting my snow cone, because I got my mound of pure ice, and I went to the syrup station. I want you guys, to yourselves, don't say it out loud, guess what could possibly be standing in my way to get the syrup for my snow cone. If you guessed a swarm of bees, you'd be correct. Because bees really like sugar, so they are all over that syrup station. That's just something I don't expect to have to deal with. Hey, Tommy, you want a snow cone? First, you just have to fight through a swarm of bees. But I wasn't going to let that deter me. I wasn't going to walk around the Taste with a plain snow cone. I don't roll like that. Bees aren't going to make a fool of me. After that experience, my dad and I agreed we'd never go back to the Taste, but we said that last year. Parents can be goofy. Who here has had parents that have once told them, if I catch you smoking, I'll make you eat the pack? Okay, yeah, and it's obvious why they tell us that. They want to keep us healthy. They don't want us to smoke. With that said, if they follow up on the punishment of making us eat the pack, isn't that like twice as detrimental to our health? Like, I feel like our lives would be in even more danger if we ate one pack of smokes than ever smoked. That'd be like saying, okay, son, you want to look both ways for cars before you cross the street. If you don't, I will personally mow you down in my SUV. Yeah, parents are pretty good, but you know who was even better at scaring me straight when I was a kid? Wasn't my parents. It was Officer Bob. Who was Officer Bob, you ask? Officer Bob was the bane of my existence. From kindergarten up to like 3rd grade. Here's what would happen. Every Thursday in our elementary school classes, we'd get one of two visitors. It'd either be Mrs. Green or Officer Bob. Now, Mrs. Green was this very pleasant blonde woman who'd walk in with a little basket of little finger puppets, and you know, they do little finger puppet shows to teach you values like sharing and all that stuff. Officer Bob was a completely different beast. He would walk in full like police suit, you know, weapons and everything. He never really showed them to us, I don't think. And he would tell us what would and would not kill us as kindergartners. And that's like traumatizing when you're like in kindergarten and you just hear him say, if you use the monkey bars wrong, you gon' die. And I was like shocked. I was like the only one that seemed frightened by Officer Bob when he told us, if you climb a ladder and you're wearing a jacket, there's a distinct possibility the jacket will wrap around your neck and choke you, and you will die. If you eat food off the floor, it's considered drugs, and you will die. And every Thursday, my anxiety would just skyrocket as the cruel laws of averages would determine whether it be Mrs. Green or Officer Bob coming in to visit us. And I was never entirely sure. And whenever it was Officer Bob, I wet myself a little bit. I think my worst nightmare would be if I go to jail or get arrested for whatever reason, and they like take me, like today when I'm 17, and they like take me to the interrogation room, and interrogating me is Officer Bob. After all these years, just hello again. I mean, if you can scare kids that good, I can't imagine what he does to criminals. All right, well, that's all I've got. Thank you all. You've been a wonderful audience.